Welcome, dear listener. Today's top 5 tales is a cracker. It's about dinosaur discoveries. Tale number 1, the Montana duelling dinosaurs. It's the Cretaceous period, 70 million years ago, and you are a Triceratops, a plant-eating dinosaur with a frill of bone at the back of your skull and 3 prominent horns. You're in the Badlands of Montana, taking a stroll through Hell's Creek Canyon. Suddenly, your worst fears are realised. From nowhere, the mighty carnivore called Tyrannosaurus Rex, whose name means king of the tyrant lizards, has spotted you. And guess what? He wants you for his lunch. You prepare yourself for battle, but the T-Rex is quicker. He bites hard into your spine. Really, really hard. So hard that he leaves some of his huge teeth embedded in it. You know straight away that you're not going to survive these terrible wounds. But you're not going down without a fight, that's for sure. You prepare yourself for his next attack, and as the T-Rex lowers his head, you kick him hard. So hard that you split his skull in 2. He drops dead, immediately falling lifeless on top of you. Satisfied that you've had your revenge, you too succumb to your wounds. Your life is over, but your story will endure for longer, much longer. It's modern time, and a dinosaur hunter who calls himself the Dino Cowboy finds a fascinating fossil. 2 of the world's most famous dinosaurs embraced in a duel for eternity. One is a T-Rex, the other a Triceratops. Our next tale is entitled The Weird Ankylosaur. The Ankylosaur is a type of dinosaur, often compared to an army tank or bus. Ankylosaur was heavily armoured with a large club at the end of its tail. Ankylosaurus means fused lizard in Greek, and it was given that name because bones in its skull and other parts of its body were fused, making the dinosaur extremely tough. You are an Ankylosaur, and although you don't realise it, you're a very special one. You are huge, 7 metres long, and weigh 4 tonnes. You live in Morocco, in Africa, in the Middle Jurassic. Your life and death are uneventful, and you lie buried and undisturbed for 168 million years. But you are special, and one day you will cause unimaginable excitement in the dinosaur community. You are found and sold to a private collector, and it looks like your story will stay hidden forever. Thankfully, experts at the Natural History Museum in London realise how special you are, and they buy you so they can tell your story. At first, they thought you were a fake, but it turns out that you were the first of your kind, the oldest Ankylosaur fossil known so far. And you were the first to be found in Africa. Your bones were also extraordinary. You were the first, and seemingly the last creature, to have spikes fused to your skeleton. You are utterly unique and unprecedented in the animal kingdom. Tale number 3 begins 65 million years ago, on the modern Belgium-Dutch border, and you are pecking about, minding your own business. You don't realise it, but the clock is ticking for the dinosaurs. In less than 1 million years, a giant asteroid will wipe out most of them, but not you. Oh no, for you're a descendant of the modern birds, a survivor. If we saw you today, we would think you look familiar. Very, very familiar. It's modern day now, and Cambridge University have named you Asteriornis, in reference to Asteria, the Greek Titan goddess. But actually, after seeing your skull, you were given another name that gives the game away. You are also called the Wonder Chicken. Your skull, despite its age, is clearly recognisable as that of a modern-day bird, and your features put you in a group that includes modern-day chickens and ducks. You, a humble chicken look-alike, are the marvellous link between 2 worlds. This tale is rather sad and tells us that modern-day diseases also blighted the dinosaurs all those millions of years ago. You are a Centrosaurus, a horned dinosaur from the Cretaceous period, a big, big herbivore. Like the Triceratops, you were travelling in a huge herd across Alberta, but you were slow. You have a pronounced limp, and it hurts when you walk, but you are protected by your herd. However, none of you expect what comes next. From nowhere, you hear the thunder of water rushing toward you. A massive flood is surging across the ancient coast. You and your herd don't stand a chance. In seconds, it sweeps over you all, covering your bodies, and you are lost to time. When the archaeologists find you, still buried, the rock you lay in is now 75 million years old. They study your bones. Your medical exam comes 75 million years too late. They now know why you had a limp, and I'm sorry to say, the prognosis was not good. You see, mighty Centrosaurus, you had bone cancer. Our final tale puts a rather different slant on the mighty Spinosaurus, made famous for its ferocity in the Jurassic Park films. You are a specimen found by archaeologists in 2015. You have a tall sailback created by tall vertebral spines and a long narrow snout, filled with conical teeth. You have flat feet and dense bones. You've got one enlarged hook-like claw on each of your front limbs and a large, flat tail. It's fair to say that archaeologists always thought you were a slightly unusual shape, but finally, by studying your bones, they know the truth. You, of course, knew all along. It's the Cretaceous period, 100 million years ago, and, as usual, you are swimming happily in a river. You use your large flat tail as a paddle, and your flat feet and dense bones help you to travel through the water. When you're hungry, you use your hooked claws and conical teeth to catch fish. That's right, you are the first known semi-aquatic dinosaur.